right, what's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Sit Down here. I'm your host, Ernest. We got Jordan, and today we got Arkansas volleyball player Zoi Evans, man. Welcome to the show.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you hopping on.
Man, before my dog Jay Monitor get into his first question, man, I just got a little story time with Zoi, man. Or just get a little background knowledge. So I know Zoi for a long time, man. We getting old, man. Talking about going way back with somebody. Way back, man. So like the 7th grade, man. We had like a math teacher, bro. Her name Miss Rosengold, bro. I remember her name, bro. I remember her name.
That.
And man, she was. I ain't gonna lie. I blame her for why I'm bad at math now. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we ain't gonna get into that too much.
Oh man.
But then fast forward to high school, man. I remember Zoi had hella classes, man. Zoi always been like 6'4", 6'3" ever since I known her. So I ain't the tallest guy. I ain't gonna say my height, y'all, but I ain't like 6'4". I'll just say that. I ain't no 6'4". So anyway, I used to make myself feel better. So you know how they got the we walk into the like a door or a classroom, they got the thing.
You got duck that joint.
Yeah, Zoe used to be under there. I used to be between. I used to be banging on Zoe, no cap, man, doing that. But yeah, quick story with Zoe, man.
Man, let's get right into it. Appreciate that background.
Yeah, for sure.
So like Ern mentioned, Zoi, we all went to the same school, all went to Wiregrass, but we're gonna get a little bit into just your early sports career. Obviously, Ern mentioned you 6'4", so you gotta be doing something. Like if you 6'4", but like talk about your early sport. Like what made you get into sports?
I'm tell. Okay, so I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, right? And then
I'm from the I'm sorry not to cut you off.
Yeah,
Canton, Ohio over here, Canton, Ohio. But go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, so basically, to Florida down in the sixth grade, and when I came here, it was before they had switched the rule that 6th graders couldn't play sports in school. And so, boom, I'm walking in John Long. I'm nervous. It's my first day of school, and Coach. She's the volleyball coach for Steel Volleyball down here in Tampa. She was actually the PE coach. So she was like, "What grade you in?" Ernest mentioned I've been 6'4" for a long time. So me in 6th grade.
Quite a while.
You were 6'4" in 6th grade?
Bro, yes.
I mean, I was pretty tall.
Bro, when I seen her, you've been at least well over 6 foot for a while now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So boom, I'm in the 6th grade. I can't play sports in school. So my Coach Shill, she was like, "Well, why don't you come play for my club since you can't play yet?" And then ever since then, I just been in love with it. And then I got in 7th grade, started hooping, playing volleyball, running track, all of that.
So 6th grade, that was your first year playing sports?
Nah, it was my first year playing competitive sports. Obviously growing up, with cousins, but playing like recreational stuff, but nothing serious. So 6th grade, I got pretty serious about it.
Dang, that's crazy. And then from 6th grade up until high school, you've been playing club. You've been playing club throughout.
Yeah, I've been playing club. I stayed at the same club all the years. Club Steel. I played every year. I mean, club. It's only a couple months, but you got training all year round.
Facts. I was gonna lie. Yeah, that brings me into my next one. Club. Like, talk about the difference between club volleyball.
Explain what it is first. Sorry to cut you off, but like explain what club volleyball is, though.
Club volleyball is basically just AAU volleyball. It's literally like if you were to play AAU basketball, but volleyball version, it's just called club. It's different clubs. It's a whole lot of different clubs around in Tampa, and it's a competitive sport. I mean, people don't realize how competitive it is. So the difference is just the level of competitiveness. But being from Pasco County and then the clubs around here, you kind of playing everybody that you do in high school and that you play in club. But for me, I viewed it as club is the time you work, club the time you get recruited. In high school, I don't want to say socialized, but it's just you staying in shape, really, for me personally. Yeah. High school, I took it seriously. Like, we won a district championship my junior year for volleyball. But in high school, I just felt like, I don't know, I just kind of use it as a time to have fun, time to keep working out, stay in shape, because it was right before club season started. So they 2 different seasons, high school season and then club is 2 different seasons. So that's what I really used it for, to stay in shape before club.
Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Zoi was crazy volleyball. I remember in Wiregrass, man, she'd be out there. I really feel like she'd be blocking. You'll go up there, be blocking. You feel like Shaq out there, man. But yeah, just wanted to just talk about your volleyball career. Well, actually, Actually, because you say you play basketball, so let's talk about that a little bit, man.
That's what Ernst trying to get into.
Little big game, do the little drop step, layup. You feel me? So, talk about hey, talk about what made you play basketball and why you didn't stick with that over volleyball.
Yeah, growing up, I love basketball. I mean, basketball is just a natural sport for me. I feel like growing up, me and my cousins, my dad, we always played in the yard. And so when I came down here, it was like I just needed another outlet because I said club season is like it start mid I want to say like September, October-ish. But then you got volleyball, high school volleyball. So basketball really for me was just like an outlet. It was something to connect me with my childhood almost. Like I was missing home, missing playing in the yards in the street with my family. So it was really an outlet to just keep having fun and you stay in shape. That basketball workout is nothing like, it ain't nothing like a basketball workout for real. I mean, I don't play football, but a basketball workout. So I really loved it for that. And then high school basketball was a crazy time. We had some good times at Wiregrass basketball.
Yeah, y'all was good, man. I forget. Didn't y'all? I ain't gonna. You have to explain to me. I thought y'all was good, if I remember right. The basketball team.
Yeah, I was gonna say the girls team always been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. My senior year, we had won districts, and we made it all the way to like regional semifinals. Yeah. I think we had like 3. I got a concussion. That was a crazy game. I'll never forget that.
Man, yeah. How you get a concussion? First of all, who up there hit you? I ain't up to hit you in your head.
It was a loose ball foul. I was on the ground. All the way in Palmetto. I didn't even know we could play in Palmetto for real, but it was regional. So we was down in Palmetto. It was a ball foul. I'm like, I'm sick. I'm like trying to sub myself back in. My coach is like, nah. I'm like, we can't lose this game. It was crazy.
Damn. Was there ever a point where you thought you were better at basketball than volleyball, or did you always know you were better at
volleyball? That's a good question. I don't think I ever thought about that. I think I like basketball just because I had the love for it, but I had the passion for volleyball. So I don't think I fully gave my all in basketball simply because I liked it because of my family ties. But when it came to, I was passionate about that. Like I wanted to go to college for volleyball.
So you always knew that volleyball, like that was going to be your route that you took.
I like to say that I didn't because I played basketball all the way up until senior year. But when them offers started coming in for volleyball, I was like, okay. Yeah. I could go.
Hey, let's talk about it. I know Ern wants to get into the recruiting part, so I know we might as well jump right into it.
Yeah, man. So let's first of all, I want to say, man, Zoi was out there looking like Brittany Griner, no cap, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We had her
yeah, I mean, shit, 6'4".
Bro, she looking like BG out there, bro. No cap. anyway, let's get into your recruitment journey, man. So just talk about how because committed to Arkansas, but talk about how that commitment process for college goes for volleyball and what led you to pick Arkansas.
Yeah, basically, I remember, I'll never forget, you get your first interest letter. My first ever interest letter was from Duke. And this was like,
that's hard.
I know, but it was just an interest letter. But it don't matter once you get that.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, you get that first piece of mail with your name on it. Like, how do you know who I am?
I mean, and I'm like, so I think they got the letter. I don't think I don't really know the recruiting rules, so I don't want to get in trouble on here. Okay, but I think that I got that letter about sophomore summer, I want to say. And when I got that letter, man, I was like, oh, I'm out there, huh? And then I just kind of take it more seriously. More schools started to send it to me. But, my dad played in the SEC. He played at Tennessee. And so when I started getting them SEC letters, I knew I wanted to go somewhere in the SEC just to follow in his footsteps a little bit. Right. And junior year in October, I took 3 visits. I took one. No. I only took 2 visits. I visited Jacksonville University on the unofficial. And then I went to Arkansas in, I want to say October of my junior year to Arkansas. Man, when I went up there, I knew I didn't need to go to any other visit simply just because I was hooked. The culture, the coaches. I mean, my coach is the best coach probably in the SEC. I don't care. He's the best coach in the SEC, and the school itself is so beautiful up there. Like, when I tell you Fayetteville loves sports. So
yeah, I was about to say, especially being in Arkansas, because most other states, like, they got like a professional team to root for. Mm-hmm. It's just nothing but Razorbacks in Arkansas. Yeah, I did my Arkansas research. So shoot.
Yeah. Jordan being pretty nice, ain't
Nah, man, we ain't gonna talk about that. But
talk
about
in Arkansas.
I know you mentioned that your dad played in the SEC in Tennessee. Did he play football? Did he play basketball? What sport did he play?
My dad played football.
That's tough.
I ain't gonna lie, Ern. I'm gonna give you a backstory just because you mentioned Tennessee. Tennessee was probably the best school I visited, bro.
I remember
Bro, Knoxville is, bro. Any recruit that's not committed, I recommend you taking a visit to Tennessee and Penn State. But Tennessee was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But talk about that. Like with your dad being an athlete, high level athlete at that. Like what was it like growing up like with that? Like was sports kind of like put on you, or was it like kind of like a thing where like you were always around it, or did he really like let you do your own thing?
I would say in terms of basketball, it wasn't put on me, but he like obviously growing up, he was a really good basketball player in high school too. So he didn't put it on me, but when it came to volleyball, he was kind of more laid back, you know. Volleyball dad or girl dad, but he didn't really put it on me, you know, like being athletics in his genes, and it's in my genes too. So he wasn't the type of dad when it came to volleyball to be up in my face, like going crazy like that. He was just like, if this is what you want to do, he always instilled in me, do it to the fullest. Like, don't be playing around. If you want to do it, really do it. But then when it came to basketball, you know, he was down on the court, like, get low, get low.
Yeah.
But when it came to volleyball, he was a really supportive dad, just because, you know, he played sports in SEC, so he knew what it took to get there. Like, as you don't really understand. I'm like, why this dude not saying nothing? You know, why he not saying nothing? But then when I got older, it was really cool because he was just like, go crazy at it. If you're gonna do it, just do it to the fullest of your abilities.
For sure. Respect.
Yeah, man. So talk about your, you know, people talk about, you know, welcome to the NFL, college, your welcome moment. What was your SEC volleyball moment?
Woo! Volleyball moment. Oh my gosh. Like the moment I first realized like I'm in the SEC.
Yeah.
Oh, so we at Florida. I'm back in my home state. This is my sophomore year. I mentioned to Ernest earlier, I redshirted in my freshman year.
I did my homework. You good.
Yeah, so my sophomore year, I get my first start against Florida. Night 1. They sweep us. Like, sweep in volleyball is 3 sets and done.
3 sets over with. Come on, man. I know. Come on, man. Oh, you giving that for Ern. Okay, respect. Okay, do what you got to do. Okay.
So, boom, I'm in the hotel room. I'm thinking, like, I can't go out like this. Like, I'm back in my home state, my family here, everybody here. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm really in the SEC. Like, I need to step it up. So then night 2, we come out, we go to 5. We didn't win, unfortunately, but we went to 5. And that was the moment I think I realized, like, I could really take this to the next level. Like, I'm in the SEC. Like, these girls, everybody good. So that was my moment of clarity. Like, dang. Because growing up, you know, being from Florida playing volleyball, they was good. They won the Natty when I had first moved here. And so I'm in the SEC gym. I don't know if y'all ever been to University of Florida. That gym, they play the same.
Yeah, I've been to Florida, yeah.
Yeah, the same basketball place, so that it's filled up in there. It's loud. They announced me. They like Zoi Evans from Tampa, Florida. I'm like, dang, they didn't put I'm from Tampa in here.
You stupid. No, but I know we in college right now, but I just want to take it back a little bit to club scene because I know my cousins, they in the club scene. So I be at the tournaments where it be 150 teams out there. They be deep. Who was the first team to give y'all club team smoke, or one of the best teams y'all played in club?
OTVA. I feel like being from Tampa, you playing the Tampa tournaments down at the convention center. You're playing OTVA no matter where you go in Florida, every tournament. And so it was this one team. I don't even remember what age we were, but we could not beat them. I'm telling you, we was playing them every single weekend. And it got to a point I'm like, what? Come on, man. They're not even that. I mean, they respect. Like, all they girls, I'm pretty sure, went D1. But then it was I'll never forget. We was in I want to say we was at a convention center probably, and we beat them. And when I tell you it was on from them, like my dad got into it for the first time. He was like, man, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you could really take this up. And I'm like, yeah. So when we beat them, it was on from there. Because OTVA, like, they kind of run the volleyball club scene in Tampa. Like, OTVA, they got teams in Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Orlando. They crazy.
Okay. Dang, but just touching back on, just because I know growing up or going to school in like Wesley Chapel, it's rare that you find like the big time athletes. So on your club team and on your high school team, like, was there any other dogs like with you, or was you like kind of like the one you don't got thrown no one under the bus, or was you kind of like the one on both of your teams that's like, oh no, like I'm the one? Because I know them, but just being honest, because these club teams, bro, they be recruiting, they be stacking up, bro. They be having dogs. D1 commit here, D1 commit here. Like, was it like that with you, or was you kind of like the big fish?
Oh, I don't want to do too much on myself. I had a couple teammates go other conferences, how do I say it? Not D1, but they went to other schools. So as far as D1, I'm the only one out of high school and club that went D1. So
she was the big fish, Ern. Basically.
Yeah, she was.
She was the big fish coming out. She want to be humble, and I respect her for the pod.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was pretty much. I think I'm the only one that went D1 for sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
It was my teammate, Jason Anderson. I don't know if you remember her. She went to Mississippi Valley State. So that was my freshman year. That's where she went, and I learned a lot from her. So I got to give her props at Wiregrass.
No other clubs tried to pull you, because I know how to recruit. I know how to see me.
Yeah.
What made you stay loyal to your club?
Because I'm big on loyalty when it comes to every aspect of my life. So this coach, I remember at the beginning of the pod, I told y'all, she specifically saw me and saw something in me in the 6th grade. I'm fresh out of Cincinnati, moving to Florida, so she don't even know me, and she took a chance on me. So for that, I felt like if I can stay and make this club, and make this my home base, my family, then I can take it to the next level. And I proved that. It was mad clubs out here being like, oh, you could be on the #1 team. Like, we guarantee you go to college. I'm like, I don't need that. Like, I'm going to stay where I'm at. She's developed me. Said, how old are you in the 6th grade? Real young. Like, how old are you in the 6th grade?
12?
Like 11? Yeah, 11.
And so if she developed me from 11 years old all the way up into an 18-year-old, why would I not stay with her? Like, the grass isn't always greener, and she always instilled everything she had in me. So for that, I feel like it's rare to find that in a coach, like, who really, really put their all into you. And she put her all into me. So for that, I was like, I'm not moving clubs just because y'all got the newest jerseys, newest facilities. Like, I would that.
Okay. Nah, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Here a little bit.
I was waiting for that. If you was gonna do it, I was gonna do it. Okay.
Florida, they introduced a little NIL rule for high school sports. So let's just say this was when we were in high school, Zoe. Now you talking about loyalty, this and that. All that sound real good to a little money, a little flash at you. Would you? So how do you? I don't know how I want to say this. Like, do you think that would have affected your decision to stick with your club?
Nah, because I don't think it would have changed it at all. Because I feel like if they going for money, they going for players. So they gonna find me where I'm at. I don't need to go to
the she talking stuff. Okay, you talking stuff.
Hey, I respect that.
Yeah, because I feel like, especially with this new rule in NIL being in the college era of NIL, I feel like today these kids, they just looking at, oh, you giving me 50 bands, like, let's run with it.
Yeah.
Then they by the next year. So I wasn't trying to get just hop in club every year, because if I do that in club at a young age, I'm gonna go to college. It ain't out of there. And I didn't want to be that athlete.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He talking your shit right now. But
piggyback on that. So where did you get this loyalty? Where did your parents give you this, or did you just learn this on your own along the way?
Nah, my parents, definitely. Him being an athlete, and my mom is super smart academically.
Yeah.
And they poured all they had into me. And they always made sure I knew athletics wasn't everything. At the end of the day, especially now, there is a pro volleyball league, which I would like to get into that later.
Okay.
There's a volleyball league, but back when I was playing in middle school and high school, there was no pro volleyball. Like, you're not going to the WNBA, you're not going to the NBA, you're not going to the NFL. So what are you gonna do in life? So they really try to instill values in me that I could take outside of sports. So it was really that, for real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you sharp. But I ain't gonna lie. Talking about going back to on a serious note, just because I know I have cousins who play volleyball who I've been seeing since up into from when they started up until now. Like, one's about to be a senior, other one's about to be a sophomore, and I have another one that's still in elementary school.
Okay.
But Being a Black woman in volleyball and a predominantly white sport, what advice would you give to younger Black girls who are going through that? Just because, like, I don't know about your journey personally, but I know, like, in volleyball, like, it's a lot of that stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what advice would you give to a young Black girl who wants to start off playing volleyball?
Just go for it. You know, you don't have to be the stereotype that they want you to be. Like, people still welcome me to this day. Oh, you hoop, you do this. And I'm like, you don't have to be that. You can be anything you want to be. So if your heart is with volleyball, play volleyball. You're going to be on teams, college, high school, middle school, you said elementary, you're going to be the only one. And it's uncomfortable at first, but learning to be uncomfortable is going to put you in higher situations for in the future. Like, growing up, I don't know, like, I think I was the only one until, like, 10th grade, for real. Like, Ernest can tell you at Wiregrass back, it wasn't.
There was another Black girl on the team?
I'm trying to think about Wiregrass right now. Christy might have been the closest we had.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell you one besides you off dome right now. I'm not even
But that's like a real thing though, like because volleyball is it's a predominantly white sport, and so like
growing though, I will say that. I would say it's growing. So keep being a part of the growth. That's what I would tell your younger cousins. Keep being a part. Like, you do not have to be the stereotype that they want you to be. If you want to play volleyball, do it. If you want to be a swimmer, do it. Like, they don't. I feel like once you put yourself in them uncomfortable situations, you're gonna thrive. Like now, I think it's like I'm in Arkansas and it's like 7 of us on the team.
Yeah.
So I mean, be that person and be the change. I would say that.
Hey, how big is a volleyball roster in college?
Normal, I would say about 16, 17, because only 6 people on the court at all times, but you got 7 playing because you have 2 middles interchanging. So last year we had 19 on the team, but that was a lot of people. So usually it's about 16. But nowadays with COVID, you see teams about 20 people on there.
Oh, bro, imagine you person like 20, bro. You ain't getting no PT, bro. Yeah, I could do it.
See, I probably already know your answer for this just because how passionately you've been talking about Arkansas and your coach. But looking back at it, do you ever wish that you took more visits out there? Actually, hold on. How many offers did you have for volleyball?
Oh, I can't tell you the exact number. I don't even know.
What we thinking? Like
perfect.
I
wish you took more visits?
Let me think about this. I would say no. Now, where I'm at right now, no, just because I've been to those facilities. But I would say back when I was a kid, I would tell my younger self, go take them just to see what it's like, because every school is different. Every conference is different. I would have took a visit in the Big Ten, like, just because I feel like every conference is different, but I don't wish to take a visit in regards of committing somewhere else.
Okay. 100%. So now I got you. Now this is where I want to lead to.
Here we go.
From your offers that you had, we already know we Razorbacks. We know that. But from your offers that you had, what 5 schools do you think that you would have took a visit to?
Easily UCLA. Easily.
Oh, she was trying to be a Cali. Yeah, I'm knowing what time it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Easily UCLA. I would have taken a visit to Auburn just because I feel like Auburn, going there now is so beautiful up there.
Auburn is beautiful, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So beautiful up
there. 100%.
Where else would I would have went to Oklahoma just because I like a smaller town a little bit. But I would say out of the offers, those 3. Any other school, I feel like I don't really, in terms of school, to stay focused for me, I need a smaller city.
Yeah.
So Tennessee wasn't getting no visit from you?
Nah. It's part because Knoxville is beautiful, don't get me wrong. If Vandy had a volleyball team, definitely Vandy. They're getting one in 2025, but I would have definitely took a visit to Vandy because it's so beautiful there.
And they academics is crazy at Vanderbilt too.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's go to, this current season we about to have, man. So what do you have for yourself and the team this season?
You said what goals do I have?
Yeah, for yourself, personal and team goals.
Yeah.
Don't be humble either. Well, you could be humble,
real, bro. Please keep it real.
Pop your stuff.
100%. For myself, I would just say don't focus on last season. I mean, last season we made it all the way to the 8. And so it's hard, it's real hard to duplicate that. And so I want to focus on not for myself, because it's been real hard. Like, some of my best friends on that team. Yeah. So really just into it, like, how can I help this team? Because now I am a senior, you know, how can I help this team get to the point where we want to be, even if it's Elite Eight? I want to go farther than the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
That's I'm trying to win it all. Like, I was super proud because the national championship was in Tampa. Right at Emily Arena. And so to not make it back to my home state, that was really humbling for me. So that's my goal. Make it there and then make it farther. You know, we're not the same team we were last year. We're never going to be, you know, we lost those seniors, but how can I help the team be that? Because I was in those shoes, you know, last year. And then for the team, a goal I have for the team, I would just say, be ourselves. You know, in the SEC, in college sports, there's so much going on. Like, everybody, the blogs, they want you to be this. They want you to be last year's team. They want you to do this. No, let's just be ourselves. Like, there's going to be ups and downs. SEC, our schedule just came out. It's brutal. 4 back-to-back, 4 away games in a row. Like, I think we go Ole Miss, LSU, Tennessee, Kentucky, back-to-back-to-back. Yeah. So that's hard. So just be us. Like, everybody going to tell us what we need to be. But at the end of the day, we're the only ones in the gym. That's all that matters. Is as long as we got each other. That's all I'm gonna say. Just have each other.
Now I want to throw something in there. I know, Jay Minor, humble king too. Both of y'all real humble. So I got to bring it out of you guys. You know, I was looking at you up. Zoe, y'all did you just said you went to Elite Eight. Man, Zoe, they had, like, they showed like Arkansas, like the other team. Man, Zoe was the person they showed up there. Jay Minor. That's all you really need to know right there. That's all you need to know right there. You feel me?
You heard. I'm knowing what time it is, bro. Hey, I think we was looking at the same shirt. I'm already knowing.
Yeah.
But I know Ern was talking about a little bit of goals that you had looking forward to last season. Not looking back too much in the past, but what's one of those games from last year that you wish you had back?
Ooh, easily Kentucky at home. Kentucky this game I would take back, simply because if we won that game, we win a ring. Ring, and I think
jewelry was left on the table, huh?
I don't know the exact date. I don't know if my school has ever won an SEC title. We would have been co-champions because they had beat us when we was there, but that's a whole nother story. Still, a title is a title, a ring is a ring. So I think I would easily take that game personally, because when we played them the first time, I got hurt. I sprained my ankle real bad. And so I kept telling myself, next time we play Kentucky, I'm leaving it all on the court. And I think like myself out a little bit, trying to do too much. I just needed to be myself, and I wasn't being myself that game. So that's the back. And I feel like we at home, we got swept. We didn't get swept at all home that whole season, other than that one game. And I think we all was just going out like, oh, let's go win this title. Like, we just got to win this.
So,
and I think when you like that, like, it hurts. Like, I think about it to this day, like what I could have done differently. And I think if I hadn't gone into it with personal goals, like, okay, I got hurt last time we played them, how can I play them better this time? I could have helped a little bit more. So I think about that game a lot.
That's real.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, you media trained. I ain't gonna lie, you've been taking them, you media trained.
Crazy, I don't even be real.
I can say that, but
man, Zoe, man, I got a question for you. So let's say, when y'all go get this SEC title this year, I'm gonna speak that into existence, man. Y'all
yes, sir.
SEC title this year. You're gonna finish out that year. Then you go finish out your career at Arkansas, illustrious career at Arkansas. Man, what's next for you, man? What do you want to talk? What do you want to do? I know you mentioned there's a pro volleyball league now. So what's
your goal? I would love to go pro. I would love to go pro, but I'm not mad about going overseas. Really, I want to see the world. I can go see doing something I love. And volleyball in other countries is so valued, like in European countries, like it's so valued over there. Like even Brazil, I'm open to go anywhere really, just because it's like the passion for volleyball overseas is so heavy that I'm like experience it. So if I don't get drafted to the league, Pro VB league in the United States, I won't be upset, because I know maybe that's just not what God had intended for me. But I can go overseas really.
Now you definitely gonna get drafted, but in women's sports, they definitely paying a lot more overseas too in women's sports than in the States. So what'd you say, Ern?
I say, man, go ahead, go overseas, bro. Man, go get that bag, bro. Go
travel the world, get that bag.
Get your money, man.
But I ain't gonna lie. based on this speaking into existence, this year you about to have your name gonna get called on some type of draft. But
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I hope so for real.
nah, it's definitely gonna happen. But I know we're gonna get into a little rapid fire segment, a little rapid fire. So I'm just gonna ask you some questions. You just pick whatever come to your mind, whatever answer you want to choose. Some is this or that, and some you could actually think about. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
I bet. Slides or Crocs?
Slides.
I respect you. Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
Dogs or cats?
Ooh. Cats.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Scary movies or comedy?
Comedy.
SEC championship or first team All-American?
SEC championship.
Hey, love the team player answer. Love the
Yes,
team.
sir. Yes, sir. What was your favorite road stadium to play in?
Favorite what? What'd you say?
Your favorite road stadium that you played in. So not your home stadium, the favorite atmosphere on the road that you went to.
Atmosphere. Nebraska.
I bet he gets a rocking in Nebraska, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Nebraska like that too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look us out. They crazy. They real good. Mad respect for them.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite college volleyball team growing up?
Probably Penn State. I know that. I know that's crazy.
Now Penn State like that though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's been hard.
They like that. I've been to a couple Penn State games. Yeah, them things. It's definitely an adjustment from high school and club to like a college volleyball. Like the game just move faster. The balls move way faster. Like it's crazy. Who was your favorite athlete growing up?
Candace Parker.
I ain't gonna lie, I worked out with Candace Parker. Good
Respect.
respect. If you could have an NIL deal with any company, who would it be?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Nike. That's generic, but I'm gonna say Nike. I wear everything Nike.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know we touched on it a little bit, but biggest goal that you have for this season?
Biggest goal I have for this season? Just be myself.
Last one. When it's all said and done, when your career wrapped up at Arkansas, what do you want them to remember you by?
Someone that's going to do anything to make sure the team's good. Like, as long as my teammate is good, as long as I'm doing everything that I can to help, that's all I want them to remember me by. And
the middle blocker who helped them go to the Natty, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Say that.
The title, I want to be on that team.
Say that. Hey, we're going to pass the Elite Eight this year then, so shoot, that's all we got then, Ern.
Ring, man. Go get a ring, man. I believe it, man.
Sir.
Now, so yeah, that's really gonna wrap up the show. But the last question, I gotta just throw it out there, man. Do it for everybody. What team member, past or present, or family member, you think will be great for our show?
Ooh. Great for your show. Let me think.
And when you think about this, just let you know, you probably gonna have to pull some strings to get them on the show, but go ahead.
Oh, just asking a question. That's all it is.
Respect.
My past former teammate Jill. Her name Jill Gillen. She plays for the Orlando Valkyries right now, and I would say her, because her story, undeniable. Like growing up, everybody told her, "Nah, she's an outside hitter," and she's only like, I want to say 5'8", maybe.
She must got bounced. I'm sorry.
And so much respect for her. One of the most humble people I've ever met. So definitely her for the podcast.
Hey, Jill, you know what time it is. You're going to be on the sit down.
Yes,
He's always
sir.
going to pull them strings, though. But we appreciate you hopping on. Appreciate you having you, chopping it up with us.
Man, big salute, man. My dog Zoe, man. Great to see you on the show, man.
Thank you for having me, for real.
Sure, man. So that's going to wrap this up, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe.
Let's